Hey distance learners, Mrs. Halson here. I'm going to talk to you today about how to complete your Seesaw activities. So we're going to go over just looking at a simple Seesaw activity, how to find your activity, how to do an activity, and then how to turn in an activity so that your teacher can see it. So first thing you're always going to do when you start is you're going to touch that belly button 2 times. At the very bottom next to the C, you're going to find Seesaw. So you're going to touch and click that. When you get to this screen, it's going to have your name. If you don't see your name, make sure you double check. So when you find your name, it's up here in the top corner. This one's Lawson's. He's going to see a special light bulb. See if you can find the light bulb with me. It has a special little red circle. Lawson has one activity that he needs to complete. So he's going to touch the light bulb. Then it's going to bring up your Seesaw activity for the day. If you see here, there's a plus sign, a green plus sign. In order to do your activity, you need to touch the green plus sign. So watch what happens when I do it. It's going to pull up my Seesaw activity. Today, Mr. Bolin told me that I need to find the sounds around me. So I'm going to look for different pictures of different things around the room that start with the first letter. The first letter is F. F makes the sound F. I'm going to look around. Sometimes we're going to have you touch and draw on the activity. So you might be circling things, you might be crossing things off using the pen down here. If you make a mistake, you touch the eraser. Guess what it does? It erases your picture or your markings. Sometimes you have to touch things and drag them, which you'll touch the finger. You might be touching things and moving them around. Otherwise, sometimes you get to take pictures of your learning, which is what Mr. Bolin's having us do today. I'm going to touch the camera, and then I'm going to take a picture of something. So I'm going to say, okay. Then I get to use my iPad. Oh, I'm looking all around Miss Ronigan's room, and I'm going to look for a picture of something that starts with that letter F that we talked about. Ooh, right down here, I see the number 5. I'm going to walk up to the picture, and then you're going to hold this special little camera button down and take your picture. Once I take my picture, it's going to pop up for me on my screen. We're going to give you directions every day about how to complete your Seesaw activity that you're going to need to listen to. So you might need to be next to mom or dad or grandma or grandpa for the first few times so that you can figure out how to listen to the teacher directions so that you know what to do for your Seesaw. The most important thing when you're done doing your work on Seesaw, you're going to look for this special little green check mark right there in the top corner and watch what happens when I touch it. I'm going to touch it one time. Oh, you'll know it got turned in because it'll be right here waiting. And then you know it's done because the light bulb doesn't have anything else ready to go for you. So when you're done, you'll see it pop up right here, and that means, oh, the teacher is looking at it to check and see if you did it correctly. So when you want to do your activities, you always look for the light bulb, and they will be right here ready to go. And then if you remember, we told you you're going to touch that green plus sign.